Hi, this is Tristan, and for my Project 4 script pitch, I went with Snickers and their You're Not You When You're Hungry campaign. So looking into the history of the campaign, Snickers originally was looking for a universal insight among men to revitalize their brand with a new campaign. So through their research, they found essentially the bro code, that there is a universal code of conduct by which men abide to stay part of the male pack. So from this insight, they came up with the You're Not You When You're Hungry campaign. And basically, the idea was simply, when you're hungry, you're just not yourself. And when you're not yourself, it has a real impact on your ability to remain part of the pack. So you can find yourself an outsider. But don't worry, they have the perfect solution, a Snickers bar. So from this idea, they came up with the first commercial, which went famous, that was called Football. So the commercial follows a group of guys stereotypically playing football in the mud. The quarterback throws the football, and out of the blue, character actress Betty White from American pop culture comes out and is tackled. She falls to the ground. She starts arguing with the other teammates, and suddenly her apparent girlfriend comes up, says, "You're not you when you're hungry," essentially, and gives her a Snickers bar. We find out Betty White is actually just another one of the guys that was acting strange because they were hungry. And then they go back to playing football with a little bit at the end with another guy who's hungry and acting strange. So the thing that was kind of taken from this commercial and ended up being implemented in the rest of the campaigns was this contrast between pop culture figures that are out of place in these areas where people have to kind of follow a code of conduct. So taking that, I kind of wanted to revitalize it, and I went with an idea that I called the vlogger. So in my own research, I kind of wanted to find something similar to the male pack that was more nowadays, and I found this article, which I've hyperlinked here. But essentially, they point out that in beauty tutorials on YouTube, there is a very specific codified language that they all follow. So from that, I kind of came up with the insight that, like the older idea of the male pack, nowadays many young people who make YouTube videos will follow a sort of code in their mannerisms in order to fit in with the YouTuber pack. And then from this insight, I kind of came up with the idea of highlighting this new YouTube pack in the classic Snickers way with the You're Not You When You're Hungry campaign, but putting it as a YouTube pre-roll ad, to add that impact of showing the contrast of this kind of new idea of a male pack and another person from pop culture. So going into the script, we open up with a webcam style shot looking like a YouTube video of a 16-year-old suburban girl in an all-white pastel beautiful bedroom, and we hear obnoxiously royalty-free YouTube music as her name pops up and she starts talking in the poppy YouTube voice. So following all the YouTube mannerisms, she says, "Hey everybody, it's Trish. I know it's been a while. I've been a bit busy, but I'm back with you today giving you guys a quick and easy tutorial on an everyday fall-themed makeup routine." So before we begin, I want to introduce our guest of the day, my day one, my bestie, Vanessa. She points to the door, and suddenly a classic kind of taken from pop culture like the other ones, horror movie slasher comes in, starts breaking down the door, starts tearing up the white bedroom, starts kind of just destroying this whole YouTube aesthetic, and ends with them smashing the camera. So we cut from the broken camera to a more typical kind of commercial style camera with the girl on the bed who is not scared at all, saying, "Vanessa, have a Snickers. You get like so grumpy when you're hungry." She passes the slasher a Snickers, who looks at it in his huge hands, this tiny bar, has a bite, and is suddenly transformed into another teenage girl. Trish says, "Better." We turn back to the girl, Vanessa, says, "Better." They hug, and then they begin to start talking in the YouTube personas again. We cut to the tagline screen and end with a little joke of somebody writing a YouTube hater comment, and it is revealed to be another horror movie slasher who is, again, probably just another angry teenage girl or boy. So that was the commercial I came up with, and I hope you liked it. Thank you.